Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Cuck and Bull Show. I am your host, Cuck.
And I guess that makes me Bull.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's what they call the black guys who come in and just savagely destroy the wife in front of the cuck.
Yeah,
now,
sure.
To be fair, to be clear, I'm not an actual cuck. No, just it's called humor. Anyway, one thing that always bugged me about cuckolds was not necessarily what they're doing. Like
there's no way I'm keeping a straight face for any of this shit.
That's fine. No way. I can understand their fetish, but what I can't understand is the cuckold humiliation part, which is actually a thing where afterwards the wife makes the husband clean up the mess with his tongue. Like, okay, just no. Like, how can you fetishes? Even bringing the fetishes into it, how can you like that?
Dude, there are some fucking strange fetishes out there. And,
which I do play on. In games.
But to be fair, that's one of the more timid of the exotic fetishes.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, though. I've seen a lot of the exotic fetishes, not really, except for pegging. I don't get that, but but like, I cannot. And I guess that's the thing is you put yourself in those shoes and you're like, could I honestly clean up a mess after the fact? No, I couldn't even do it to myself.
I wouldn't be put in that fucking situation to begin with, personally.
Yeah. Like, I can imagine it. If you were in that position, you wouldn't be sitting there jerking off. You'd have a gun in your fucking hand, pointing it at people. And the only reason why you'd be sitting quietly in the corner is you're trying to figure out, how do I say something really cool before I shoot them both?
Yeah, it's like running over every Samuel L. Jackson line in your fucking head.
Yeah, you're like,
say the right shit before you shoot this fucking guy in the head.
You're like, I gotta incorporate motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, we don't, honestly, I don't judge anybody on their fetishes.
No judgments. Absolutely. No, seriously. If whatever it gets, you don't.
Yeah, if that's what tickles your pickle, then so be it, Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like politics and religion. If that shit gets you off, whatever. That's on you. Just don't try to push your shit on me.
I absolutely. One of my biggest problems with creating the video games was the BDSM movement. I honestly don't understand that. So I don't even know how I can script it in. Like, I'm not a cuckold, but I have no problem putting cuckold storylines into the actual game and whatnot. But when it comes to BDSM, man, I got nothing. I draw a blank. It's kind of like...
Well, see, that's where you have to pull in your inner sadist and your inner masochist. And I mean, I love pain.
Yeah.
I love dishing out pain.
Hmm.
But
is that what you dislike, or just
in general? In general, I mean, it doesn't, like, I don't enjoy it to a point where it, like, fucking gets me off and I'm, like, walking around with a raging fucking hard-on because I'm inflicting pain.
Right.
But, in sexual situations, like nails in the back, heels in the back, that works. It's like, punch me in the face, clamp my balls, shove a hot poker in my ass. No, I'm not into that shit. But... like the claws and the heels I could deal with. And yeah, that's arousing, but it's you got to look at it. I mean, being on the more timid side of that, but you have to kind of look at the whole scale.
But it's the problem is that I'm not sure I can. I would want to, because that's some great storylines that I can incorporate, and I like to touch everybody's fancy in a game.
But again, with BDSM, you start to work into the gray area of borderline snuff.
Right.
Which,
and with our games, we actually can create snuff.
Which, yes, that is a huge fetish market.
Right.
It's completely underground, but it is a huge fetish market. However, it does turn a lot of people off.
Yeah, it turns me off. The idea of killing someone or whatnot whenever you're banging them, just...
Yeah, I can't put myself in that situation, but...
Yeah, which is why we'll never make it, but...
As a writer...
Yeah.
I could put myself into that position.
Oh, absolutely. I can sit down, like when we were talking about some of the scripts that we want to do with our shows. One of our key shows, Bounty, I'm not saying anything, but one of the situations, you know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to do that because that is just so fucking heart-wrenching. But yet we have to do it.
Right.
It's essential.
It's essential for the story and the character building.
Yeah, absolutely. And no matter what, I have to figure out how to plug that stuff in our games as well. And it's going to happen. There's just no ways around it because we're realistic. We're not fantasy. It's like if I create a magic culture with swords and dragons and shit like that, I'm still going to be realistic. You know? So there's a magic element. It doesn't mean anything. There's still realism involved in it. You know,
right.
Actual hearts breaking things like that, terrible, tragic things that happen to people, good, bad, you name it. And I got to incorporate the BDSM into the game at some point as well. I don't know how to.
On a side note,
at some point.
On a side note, I'm running out of Necco wafers.
That's terrible.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, you should be sad. I mean, I'm not going to put myself in your shoes because then I'll start craving Necco wafers, but...
Up until like 2 months ago, you didn't even know what the fuck a Necco wafer was.
I just keep, every time you say it, I just keep thinking to myself a dead body.
The irresistible urge to crack open a cold one.
Right. Which I will never put in games.
You sick motherfuckers out there know what I'm talking about. You know who you are. I've caught your ass sneaking out of the morgue.
But yeah. Oh, this is a fun one.
Well, we haven't tackled like a full adult topic yet. For example, actually, this is a prime time to bring up the age-old question. If you are watching a porno that involves a shemale and a female, is it considered gay?
No.
How so?
Because she's still inherently female. Are you talking tranny or shemale? Because shemale is just a girl with a dick. Actual abnormality.
No, you're thinking of what the fuck is the actual...
Hermaphrodite?
Yeah, hermaphrodite has both organs. A shemale is a transsexual that decided to keep their dick.
Damn, now you're getting into some hard stuff here.
So, therefore, is it actually, like, gay to watch that shit? Or is it okay because there's a female involved?
Well, first off, when you watch porn, what usually happens in porn? A dude's fucking a chick.
Right.
Does that make you gay?
No.
So then the answer is no. Even if the dude now looks like a woman, he's still fucking a chick, therefore it's not gay. Now ask me the same question of a shemale fucking a dude.
Well, yeah, then that would be gay.
There you go.
But what if you take into a gangbang scenario where there's a guy, a girl, and a shemale, and the shemale happens to be sucking off the guy? Is that then gay?
Honestly, I gotta side with the transsexuals on this one. I actually have to side with the tranny on this one, which is they believe it, they got the operations necessary.
Not the full operation necessary.
True, but on that one, I gotta say, I gotta side with them. I gotta say, no, that's not gay. That's a girl sucking a dude's dick.
So as long as there's a chick involved, even if it is a human centipede situation, it's okay. It's not.
No. Like whenever you watch porn and you look for threesomes and it's MFM, which is male, female, male. and a dude's honking on another dude. That's gay. I don't care what the girl's doing. That shit's gay.
So it's not gay until they cross swords.
I think it's gay if you don't take the transsexual into account. The tranny into account. Hey, I'm actually being analytical about this. I mean, if we're gonna literal balls to the wall here.
Literal balls to the wall.
I gotta say that you have to side with, if you're gonna side with the tranny, then it's not gay. If you aren't going to side with the tranny mentality, then it's gay.
So, like, you're saying that if the camera angle just involves the shemale head and the dick, it's not gay. But if it involves the whole picture, then it's gay?
No, I'm saying perception. Purely perception. If you
perception
believe...
is just opinion.
You were asking me my opinion. And it's literally what it sounds like, which is, if the tranny believes that because they got their body changed, not the full operation, but they believe that they are female after being male, and you side with that belief, it's not gay. If you absolutely believe that no matter what
even
they
if
do
they
to their
still
body,
have part of the equipment.
Yeah, if you absolutely, yeah, there's trannies that absolutely believe without any surgery that they are female after being male, just because they changed their name to female. I'm just saying, on this one, it's all about perception. If you believe their mentality, then no, it's not gay.
Well,
if
getting
you
into
don't believe their mentality,
but
then
you get into the people that believe that mentality is an actual mental disorder.
Yeah. In which case, those people will not side with the tranny, so therefore it's gay.
Okay, so there's like no solid answer to that then.
There shouldn't be. If I got a Hulk and hairy ass sucking a dude off who has a Hulk and hairy ass, guess what? That's gay.
But never mind.
Okay, but hold on though. I'm saying perception-wise, but in my opinion, when it comes down to it, I think honestly, if you get the boob job and you're looking like a chick, but you still
have a dick,
but you still got the PP, I gotta side with people like Blair White, where it ain't gay, in my belief. But to me, you can't just walk around looking like myself, put on a wig, or don't even put on a wig, and just call yourself a female. You're not female. So I guess it's a line for me. I guess. What about you? You're asking me these questions. What about yourself? Is it gay or not?
Well, if it's female, shemale, I don't believe that that's actually gay because you're incorporating the two joining parts of straight fornication.
Right.
However, you throw a male into that mix. What the shemale does to the male, I would consider gay.
Okay.
Because, as for all intents and purposes, they're still equipped as a male.
Okay.
I mean, I know men with bigger titties than most women that I know.
Yeah, true.
So, for all intents and purposes, they're females with beards.
Right.
So,
once again, we have established that it is literally perception.
Yeah.
What you see it as. Now, here comes the question that actually will answer it completely. Would you watch that video in a porn?
Depends on who the female porn star is.
Okay, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it, period. Not the she-male to female. The she-male to male to female.
Oh, no, I wouldn't watch that.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, if it was just the female to shemale, or female to shemale, then, like I said, the joining parts are...
Yeah, it's straight up sex. No matter, yeah.
Straight sex.
Yeah.
It's just you happen to get two sets of titties to look at.
Yeah. Yeah.
But say what you will, that may be male, chauvinistic, whatever, I don't fucking care. But, I mean, but then again, you got sites like fucking Pornhub and Tube that fucking trick you, and you think you're getting two bitches dyking it out, and it turns out it's like, holy shit, there's a dick. You know? It's like, wait, I didn't sign on for this shit.
That's true. It's
you know?
very true. Yeah. And what's even worse is
some of these Shemale porn stars actually look like fucking women until they take the fucking skirt up, and then it's like, holy shit, she's hung better than I am.
Yep.
You know?
I know. Anybody who's listening to this, don't act like we're haters. We don't fucking give a shit what you do, what you believe. We don't.
No.
We don't care. We're giving our opinions.
Boo-boo.
Yeah.
But
it's and to me it is really all about taste. It's like, you know, do you like hot dogs? Yes or no?
No. Lips and assholes in a skin sleeve, fuck that shit.
So therefore, because you say that, should I go off of the hater standpoint, which thinks we're phobic, I should immediately look at you and say, well, then you just hate everybody who likes hot dogs.
Then you start to get into fucking fanaticism.
That's my point. It's literal taste.
To be honest with you, the whole point of this whole end of the conversation was one of our fun topics we decided to throw into a hat a year ago when we started Warm Yogurt, and we honestly never got around to it. It was just one of those...
What, like, are traps gay?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. It doesn't matter if they look female.
That's why it's called traps.
If a dude hits on another dude that looks like a girl, he's not being a tranny, he just looks like a girl, and they have sex, that's gay. That's simple. And
Eddie Murphy knows all about that.
Yeah, you know. Of course, you know, Disney says it's okay.
Charlie Sheen knows all about that, and he doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking care. I dig that about him. Everything else is, you know, but I dig that about him.
So, but yeah, we're not hating. It's random topic up for debate. I mean, this is the shit you would talk about with your friends sitting at a coffee shop, drinking a cup of coffee, smoking a cigarette at 3 in the morning when odds kicked in, and you're like,
"Are traps gay?"
Yeah, it's like, where do you get time to think about this? Well, the other day I was at work punching out reports, and I thought to myself, that was a fucked up video I watched last night.
Yeah.
I should get other people's opinion.
I feel violated in a way.
Yeah, it's like, was it okay for me to watch that?
Yeah. You gotta know, did you cross the line? So you gotta get everybody else's opinion on it.
Yeah, but then you know goddamn well that you tell your friends about this, and then they go home and watch that shit too.
Thus starting a cycle of everybody asking the same question.
And that's why you see, and that's why you see these videos have 10 million fucking views a piece on them.
Yep.
It's like a train wreck. You can't help but fucking look.
I'll put that into a game. Just that question. Maybe I should just make that the entire game. Are traps gay? Just let the player just go on about it. All right. Maybe that's how I can. No, I can't even animate it. I'm sorry. I will absolutely need someone who can write gay porn for a game to tap into that market. Because it's there. Gay men are just as much perverts as we are.
If not more so.
Yeah, and that's actually...
I actually had a male homosexual friend that his whole...
Stop Did you just say you have a male homosexual friend?
Yeah, you can't just say, yeah, like I'm friends with this gay guy.
Why not?
Because, you know, I'm sure some gay person
I'm friends
will
with
get,
gay dudes. It's not a thing.
they'll get fucking offended or some shit. But anyway,
Who cares?
the VPC.
They introduced me. My friends
Listen,
introduced me as
will you
my
shut the
gay
fuck
straight,
up?
my straight friend.
The whole point of this guy's existence is literally to find straight boys, turn them gay, and then hate them for it.
Okay, I don't know about the hating part, but that's actually a valid thing to do. Like,
So
I've always been about corruption.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they are actually more sexually devious than straight men are.
Sure, why not? I always like the corruption angle, which plays well in games.
Well, yeah.
Where you get that girl who maybe had sex once. I'm not talking about virginity or whatnot, or but getting someone to do that they're not supposed to do, or they don't want to do it first, but you seduce them, you get them to that point, and you're just like, yeah.
It would make for a great supervillain.
Yeah. Seducto. Don't let your wives around him. Or your daughters.
We could just call the game, It's a Trap.
But yeah, I don't think that there's actually a real difference between us. We're all perverts in our own little way. No matter how you try and put icing on it, it's still the same fucking thing. Closet Catholics, even the Amish.
Yeah.
And people need to get over it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the conversations that people might hate you for. But honestly, it's brought up because no one wants to talk about it.
The shock value is worth it in and of itself.
Yeah.
It's like, did he seriously just say that?
Yeah. We did.
Yes.
And we discussed it. And that's it. And on that one, I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we can figure out another topic to tackle, but
if you want to,
it may not be as funny as this one was. So, but did you cover everything you needed to in video games?
Yeah,
Before we got sidetracked with
straight up the taboo fucking bugs the hell out of me. There's an open market for it. There's millions of dollars at stake, billions even. The porn industry on the internet is massive, and yet if you simply allow us to make adult games, the market is just as massive, if not more so, because we're in a world where people like to play the games.
And what's wrong with a little bumping uglies in a game?
Nothing. One of my favorite games, Mass Effect, had bumping uglies. They tamed it down because... Well,
just like God of War, you get to see some boobs, and then it goes to the gratuitous sex scene where you hear the moans, but it's all dark.
Right.
You know, but...
And that's the thing. That game, or those games, period, they have fundamentally great storylines, great fucking game itself, action, adventure. Just add the sex. You don't need to add more sex, just add that sex. Let us see it. Ain't a thing. That would make it even more amazing. Well, we gotta hide it. If you put a mature rating on a fucking game, then they shouldn't be buying it until they're 18 anyway, correct?
I agree. But then
So-
you have people like names I'm not going to mention that are completely stupid to the video game movement. Period.
Yeah,
That
and
will
there will always be.
that will go out and buy an M-rated game for a 12-year-old just because the 12-year-old said that it was okay for them to buy it.
Yeah.
And then they get the game, they see the violence, and they're like, "Why did I buy this for you?" But you could go ahead and keep it.
Right, because that's somehow going to be a thing. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I agree
the
with
the ratings are there for a reason, people.
Yeah.
If your kid comes to you and says, "Buy me this game," do the fucking research on the game,
As a
and
parent,
then
you're supposed to do.
decide whether you should buy it or not.
Yeah.
Don't take a fucking 12-year-old's word for it.
Yeah. Ever.
So, that's all I'm saying.
I agree. I think we'll end that here.
Sure,
Okay.
that works.
And we'll see you guys next time for another episode. Take care.
Yes, we'll see you.